Hey Internet, I'm back to do some more work on the cabin. Looks like everything's just how I left it last time. Kind of a rainy afternoon today, but I've got a few loads of siding to haul in from the truck, and then Echo's going to meet me at the boat landing with some windows, so should be an okay day to get that done. It's supposed to just sort of stay like this for a while, so I think we'll be fine. Got my siding in, and now I'm waiting for Echo to show up at the boat landing. Still raining out, but it's a pretty spot, and I got my raincoat on, so no problem. And Echo made it with the windows. The rain stopped, and I get to haul stuff in the easy way, so life is good now. I've got about a mile on the river and 2 miles on the lake. It'll take me about 45 minutes. And Echo's got about I don't know, maybe a 15-mile drive and a half-mile walk, so she and I will get to the cabin at just about the same time. So I'm using a combination of windows from the old cabin and some that I bought new, and then some really nice but mismatched ones that I got a screaming deal on from a local installer. We've got all the windows here now that we need to do this side of the cabin. Echo's been painting the exteriors of them green before we install them, but we decided to leave this one the sort of brownish red color that it is. It's aluminum clad, and it's on the side of the cabin that nobody ever sees. You can't see it from the lake, you can't see it from the trail. It just kind of faces off into the woods. So it's good to have all the windows in one side anyway. And once they're in place, just spray foam them from the inside and life is good. Next, I decided to put the chimney in so I can get the wood stove going soon. For this, I just used a plumb bob on the inside to find the spot to center it directly above the stove. Drilled a hole from the inside, used an angle grinder with a cutting wheel to cut through my steel roof, and a jigsaw to cut through the plywood, and just reused the flashing from the old cabin, and it's all good to go. Got that together in time to enjoy the sunset on a rainy evening from inside the cabin for the first time. A view that I hope to enjoy a lot in the future. So I really enjoy grouse hunting in the fall. I'm in a great area for it. The season's been open for about a week, but so far I haven't had a chance to get out at all. Cedar's going to be a grouse dog, she just doesn't know it yet, and this morning there were 2 birds right close to my cabin, so I decided to put Cedar inside, see if I could get them, and then let her find them, and I'll be able to use the wings for training. So here she's found the first one. She's not real sure what to do with it, but
you found him. Now bring him over.
and the second one's a little farther back in the woods. I left my hat back here to mark the spot so I'd be able to find him. I might have let these guys go and spent the time working on the cabin instead, but I really thought it'd be a great chance to get Cedar some exposure and start to get her familiarized.
My hat is somewhere close to my hat. Find the bird. Find the bird. Find the bird. Find the bird. There he is.
After that big success, we decided to go for a little walk and see if we could find any more grouse, but all we found was this wasp nest, which I'm assuming is uninhabited. We'll know in a minute, I guess. It's well into the fall, but we haven't really had a hard frost yet. But yeah, this one's done. It looks like it must have fallen out of a tree. I thought for a while it'd be fun to find one of these and hang it in my outhouse to scare visitors. Kind of a hilarious practical joke inspired by something that happened to me a number of years ago. So we might use this one for that. So I'm just winding down here at the end of another nice day. I've actually gotten quite a bit of work done at the cabin lately, so let's take a walk around and see how things are going. Still have my pile of metal garbage that I have to haul out sometime, all stuff left from the old cabin. My ice fishing tent that I've been using as a power substation for my solar system is gone. I moved that stuff inside. Big shout out to Roger and Eric, who came up and helped me with the siding up high on this side. Stuff that was really difficult to do by myself. Left the very top, where it's mostly cutting around rafters, that's just slow going, that I'll do myself. And then they also helped me get the two windows in on the left that were used from the old cabin, and the big brown dual casement in the middle. And I wasn't sure even how I was going to get that one in there. It's pretty heavy, but we took the sashes out and carried it in 3 pieces, that half-mile from my truck. And this side hasn't changed much, but anybody watching really closely might have noticed that there was no overhang on the roof up there before. My roofing was just a little bit too short, so I added a strip there, so there's a little bit of overhang now. And over on this side we got more siding done. Stopped when it started to rain pretty hard, but I basically just have the stuff up high left to do. And trimmed around this window. Most of my windows I haven't trimmed yet, but this one didn't have a nailing flange on it yet, so I need to do that so that I could foam it from the inside. So that's looking pretty good. Here I got my storm door on. You'll notice that my deck is in the wrong place. That's because the old cabin had the door roughly in the center of the wall, so I'm gonna have to redo the deck, but that's probably not gonna happen until next summer sometime. And finally finished the last few pieces of siding up on the top of this side. So just a little trimming of the windows left to do there, and this side will be done. Move my benches back up on the deck. And let's take a look at the inside. Moved a bunch of stuff in. My couches had been in the bunkhouse. Kitchen cabinets had been in a tent all summer. My fridge had been in the sauna, so I got the wood stove going. That feels pretty good. Got all of the windows in except for the 3 up high that I had a special order to get the right size. So I got almost 180-degree view here. That's really nice. And this isn't how my kitchen is going to end up, but just got stuff moved in here for the time being, and I'll do some rearranging. And dinner tonight's Cajun grouse fettuccine alfredo. Just took the grouse and some Cajun seasoning and onions and a jalapeno that I smoked a few days ago, and fried it up and added to some fettuccine noodles. And the only bad news is my Alfredo sauce is just coming out of a jar, but it'll do. So pretty nice end of the day. Nice to be able to sit in front of the fire inside the cabin. I'm calling it enclosed, even though a few spots are still really just house wrap. Dinner's good. Yeah, the only thing tonight is it's not much of a view. It's overcast and a new moon, so I can't see outside at all. Just nothing but my own reflection. So that's about it for this time. I have to leave for a few days, but on the way out decided to stop and do a little more grouse hunting in one more place. This is a old logging road that dead ends after about maybe a mile and a half or so, where a bridge is out. And it gets some ATV traffic, but I still see a fair number of birds on foot along here. And truth be told, it's not really about the grouse so much as it is about going for a walk in the woods during a great time of the year and just paying attention and enjoying it. So this spot here actually crosses an old beaver dam. It's getting to be late September, so we've got some fall colors starting, especially red in the maples. And the next week or two should start to be really pretty here. Get some really good fall colors. And you can see there's still a little bit of a beaver pond over here on this side. Not much water, pretty overgrown though at this point. And here's the end of the road. Good place to take a break for a few minutes and then turn around and head back. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed my channel. I'll be back soon with more work on the cabin and hopefully some relaxing time spent outside as well. Just going to leave you this time with a look around from here.